This is where Zeynep Duskunulu's beloved bungalow once stood. She worked all her life to pay for it. Then, 2 years ago, Istanbul City Council expropriated her home and gave it to a building contractor, the Turkish ruling AKP party's idea of urban renewal.
The authorities told me if we don't leave, they will nationalize my property. Then the building contractor promised to give us an apartment by June in exchange for my property. But that never happened.
All that's left now is an abandoned construction site. Those who've had their homes taken away now use the site as a protest camp. The company that promised them new homes has gone bankrupt and can't be reached. For now, Zeynep can live with relatives. The months-long protest is taking its toll.
I wouldn't say we're angry, but definitely disappointed. The government should be helping us. It came up with the idea of resettling people in new neighborhoods. So they should be getting us new homes.
For many years, Turkey's construction sector was a major economic driver. The government ensured cheap loans were available and commissioned huge infrastructure projects. But now that Turkey finds itself amid an economic crisis, the building sector is teetering on the brink of collapse, and Zeynep's site is not the only one. This is her old neighborhood. The authorities want to demolish areas like these, which were once built by labor migrants from eastern Anatolia. They claim these dwellings would not withstand possible earthquakes. But critics suspect this is just a pretext to generate lucrative construction contracts for government-affiliated companies.
That's what my home used to look like, a little bungalow like that. I had a fig tree on my property. I could pick fresh fruit. It was wonderful.
The local hairdresser, a supporter of the AKP party, complains that Zeynep is being unreasonably harsh on Turkey. He says the government is actually working hard to make everyone's lives better.
There's no problem. When the government finishes its construction work, everything will be just fine. Look how nice and safe it already is.
But when Zeynep visits former neighbors who actually received replacement apartments in one of the new high-rises, they often express disappointment. They say the homes are cheaply built and substandard, and not only that.
There's no sense of community anymore. Nobody invites their neighbors over for a cup of tea.
They turn us into strangers in our own city.
The Turkish lira is tanking, inflation is rampant, and prices are exploding. Zeynep's pension, roughly 200 euros, is worth less each day. There's news of mass layoffs, and unemployment figures have officially soared to over 12%.
After paying my electricity, gas, and water bill, I have hardly any money left to live on. Everything is getting more and more expensive. At first, buying a half kilo of meat became too expensive. Now I can't even afford 250 grams. And I stopped buying fish a long time ago.
The Turkish economy is in crisis, and people like Zeynep Duskunulu have lost their faith in the state. Not only are their rights being ignored, they're also becoming poorer by the day.